Hi everyone, I am continuing your specific person questions from the videos that I did about unlocking the power of me manifesting my specific person. So I will put those videos up here next to my head at the end of the video and down in the description, and also I'm going to answer the rest of your questions today. Now, this is from Inna. Could you please make a video on why when something is in the verge of finalizing and it drops? For example, after meeting a guy over a date, everything is fine, but then some weird circumstance happens and they don't proceed. Well, I would sit down and look at your beliefs. So sit down and write down a column, what negative thoughts, feelings, and beliefs I have about men. Second column, about relationships. Third column, about that particular person. Did you have any, this is too good to be true, or fear of loss, fear of abandonment, this isn't going to last, or I'm not good enough, or my relationships are hard, or my romantic sexual relationships are hard. Have a look and see if you got any of those beliefs that might need to be changed, okay? So it is about uncovering what you are thinking prior to the date and then post the date, okay? Also, ask yourself, was I needy? Was I feeling insecure? Was I anxious? Was I in a state of looking at what they were giving me rather than being in a radiating state of love? All of these things are things that can repel, okay? So there were 4 comments after this. Maria, you said, oh my God, yes, I have sought to find out if I have limiting beliefs about people ghosting me, and I do not, but realize I've had beliefs about specific people. Yeah, I mean, the specific person, if you're going on a date or if you are already having dates and then it's starting to go a bit, pear-shaped, ask yourself, what are my beliefs and what have I been thinking about that person? Because you can have good self-love but have negative thoughts about other people, okay? Like, we're not in sync, we don't communicate enough, they don't reply to my texts quick enough, and you're in a state of I'm not getting enough, I want more. That might be some things to look at, okay? Now, Inna, you then replied and said, thank you for replying, same, I somehow don't have good beliefs about people in general. I certainly love myself, hence what I've just been discussing now. Yesterday, one guy ghosted me because his father passed. Bizarre circumstances. Well, that is a incredibly understandable circumstance, because when people are in grief, they want people around them that know them, okay? So I would say that's not bizarre. I think that that's quite natural, and really it didn't have anything to do with you. That is an unusually difficult and challenging situation for all of us when we go through that. So I would say that is understandable and okay in that case, okay? Now, you said also another time a guy I liked was cheating with many others. I moved on from that, but he keeps coming back, and when I accept again, he ghosts me. I've started to be aloof and focus on myself, but still the same pattern repeats. Okay, so if a man cheats on you with other people, then ask yourself, what beliefs do I hold about being second best and not good enough? And I would write down all of those and start to flip them and work through them. I would also go back and revise the incidences where those things happen, because the past is still alive in us, as Neville says, and then we keep recreating the same pattern, okay? So there is a first best, second best playlist, and there is also a third-party playlist. Again, they will be down in the description below. I would look at those. And I do think it's good to focus on yourself. And if your self-love is good, then look at the subtler layers, because perhaps again, look at if you feel this dissatisfaction, or if you're anticipating people ghosting you. Is this going to happen again? We're not in sync. We don't have good timing. Have a look at that, and also ask yourself, was I perhaps in this situation when the person comes back and then he does it again, are you still emitting the same vibe of your own? Such as, are you in a state of radiating love, or are you in a state of perhaps trying to get? Are you in any neediness? Are you feeling inadequate? Are you feeling not good enough? Are you feeling not secure? Those are repellents. So it might not be about him ghosting you, as in it's something that he's doing. I mean, it is, obviously he's doing something, but what I'm saying is it might be there is a repellent there on your end. I'm not saying there is, but check it out, because it's important to see what we are doing. And also look at what other people are doing and understand their circumstances. Now, Maria, you said, I have identified many patterns that repeat. Ghosting is rare, but one of them, I believe that ghosting has something to do with me actually being unsure about the connection, and the universe takes care of it in a way I do not need to confront or blame myself for. Maybe this makes sense. Well, it could be, Maria, because when there is a unclear desire and the energy's not sure, then things have a weak signal, let's say. But when you know you have a connection with someone and you're sure you want to keep going, that's a more concentrated signal, you see. So if you have that feeling of being unsure, well, maybe this being ghosted isn't a bad thing in this case. Ina, you then replied to Maria, you have a point. I think I'll think about it, but I'm 37 now and I want to have a family. If my subconscious mind does this every time, I'm in trouble. Sometimes we must admit that we may not find someone who's entirely to our liking. No, Ina, you don't. That's a settling belief and mentality. Okay, how to make my subconscious know this? I think it's getting into the state of love. I know I talk about this a lot, but while we're trying to work out all this external stuff, we are taking the focus off being in a state of love, and we're in a state of non-lovedness. And the non-lovedness is the repellent, because it's a signal that I'm not loved, I'm not loved, I'm not loved, I'm getting caught in all this external stuff, being ghosted with other people, but really the focus needs to come back to me. Okay? So you're not in trouble unless you keep believing what you're believing. Okay? Understandable you want to have a family, and at 37, that's a normal desire for that age. So I think sometimes it's going to a therapist, going for coaching, getting some help to break down exactly what you need to work on. If you don't want to do that, I would definitely look at again, like I mentioned at the beginning, the beliefs that you hold about relationships and about men, if it's men that you date, and also that you work on building up your sense of adequacy, feeling good enough, letting go of criticizing yourself, letting go of criticizing your body, how you are, and then working on any insecurities, any anxieties, any fear, and going out and doing things that make you feel good. So you put this aside and you forget about it. Okay? The better you feel, the better it gets, the better the opportunities are. Okay? So have a think about all that, and I think I've answered all the questions here. If I've missed anybody, please email me and let me know. I've gone through them. And there's user IF, you've asked a question, can you talk about what it means if someone disappears on you? That question has been that question, I can't find my words. It must be because I didn't make my bed today. I'm a bit disheveled. This question has been answered by the last question that I answered for that other person. Okay? So, Big hugs, lots of love, everyone. I'm going to go out and enjoy the beautiful London weather today, go for a walk and build up my self-love, do things that make me feel good. And I ask you today, what are you doing today to do the same? Lots of love and see you soon.